Welcome to the basement, the birthplace of adventure. Keith's helping me out today. So it's Friday, August 6th, and for the past 2 weeks, we have been without water. All because I was bringing these pallets down here that I got for free, and let me tell you, these free pallets cost me. These old pipes that run on the ground like this are grandfathered in apparently, but it's not a safe thing because they can break easily. And well, when I was bringing the pallets in, I broke this one here. You can actually probably see it. Let's see if we can get a good shot of this here. I got a cat bumping into me. Try to rag around it, but if you actually can look in there, it's hard to see without light. You can't, but it looks like the pipe was rotted from the inside pretty much, and anything bumping it would have broken it. And what happened was I was bringing these pallets in, and it slipped out of my hand and hit the pipe and started shooting water everywhere. And again, this was like 2 weeks ago on a Sunday. But this thing, we didn't know this was a pipe. If you see, it's just like this piece of metal sticking out here. Sorry about that. The cat bumped into me again, and there's this wire going across it. The wire, I figured out, is going up to the, it's going to the doorbell on the back door. So we figured this is just like a grounding line, and it is. They grounded it to it, but again, it's actually one of the galvanized pipes. So we get a plumber out here, and they quote us at like $8,000 because it was a Sunday, and they want a double pay. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it there with some light going on. You can see where it broke. Almost broke straight through, lucky it didn't. There goes the cat bumping into the camera again. He's such a lovable goof. I'm sure he's going to be down here today trying to help the plumbers out, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, he was trying to help out. He's trying to help me fix these old end tables the other day. And by fix, and I mean by helping me fix, I mean he was rubbing up against them to show them love, and he got wood glue all over himself. It was pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, so they wanted like $8,000 for it, which obviously we can't afford. They said if we did it on another day, it would be $4 because, you know, it's double pay on Sundays. Still can't do that. It looks like some of the cats had an accident down here. This whole room got flooded. Fortunately, there was nothing in here except for the pallets and those things that I was working on. Real quick, this is cool. This area right here looks really dark. It probably is not coming up good. It's all where the original coal furnace would be. So all this black isn't mold. It's actually like the coal stain, which is kind of cool. But anyway, so they wanted $4,000. We don't have that, and none of the plumbers in the area would do it with a payment plan. So we had to go to the bank, try and get a loan from the bank. I'm thinking the bank people didn't believe us. They wanted to see the quote from the plumbers and issue the check like right to them. So we did that, and they tell us, hey, look, we're abandoning your old pipes and installing all new pipes, and I'll go overhead somehow. So they're like, we can do the job for actually about half what we thought, but we got to leave the old pipes in. Like if we don't take them out, we can do it for about half the cost. So we told them to go ahead, but there's a huge plumber shortage in the area, so they told us it's going to be almost over a week at this point. It's been about a week, and like it's going to be next Friday before we can get out. So we have been showering at the gym, which is not a terribly big deal, though. This is probably the nicest thing that's happened in the past 2 weeks. Might have to be another video later detailing all the stuff that's happened. It's been stressful, and then I get that point. I was like, man, I could use a nice relaxing bath. Oh right, we don't have running water. So yeah, it's been something else. But the worst part has been if I have to go to the bathroom, having to go to like the local Quick Trip or something. See, he was rubbing up on that, and that pipe is so corroded on the inside. I think he would have done that, and it could have broke on him like that. He could have gotten hurt. So it's probably for the best that it got smashed by that pallet by me, and not him doing this. Hey, the cats had a swimming pool down here for about a day. I got the water shut off almost immediately. Put the dehumidifier down here, right up, no problem. The cats usually stay down here. It's nice and cool. I gave them some stuff. Picked this thing up for free for them. And then I made them like a cat castle out of some cardboard boxes. They love that thing. I call it a cat castle. It's more of a cat hobo house, cardboard and duct tape. But anyway, so I got sidetracked by the cat. Little goofball. Oh, I love you, dude. So yeah, that's what's going on here. It is more stories of our home ownership. We've got more to tell. We just came home and found a statue of mine that had broke, but we were gonna put it back together. It was taken off of our front porch and was laying next to the house, smashed up even more. Don't even think we could fix it now. It's all cracked up. We had filmed a video about something that happened on July 4th, but the video didn't film right, so we have to redo that. So we've got a whole big thing about all this other stuff that happened. Like I said, everything that happened the past 2 weeks, this was probably the most tame. But again, these free pallets, and that cost me upwards of $3,000, so they weren't exactly free, but I've got plans for them. I was gonna break these down and use the woods for some other stuff, so. Better get my money's worth, right? But yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks. Going to the bathroom at like Quick Trip or Walgreens is just really sucks when you're asleep, like me sleeping during the day and wake up in the middle of the day like, oh man, I gotta pee like right now. Actually the first couple of days after it broke, for about 2 days, I had the runs. I'm sure you want to hear that, and let me tell you, that was like hell on earth. If you've never lived in, well, if you've never lived in like a first world country without plumbing, it sucks. I tried going to pee out in the yard one day with the dog. I went in the very back of our yard and behind a bush, and then I noticed one of the neighbors has chickens, and he was actually sitting there out there with the chickens and he was watching me like through the hole in the fence. It's like, oh, okay, like this is not a viable option. So I didn't do that again. So yeah, we've had, so we have the one vehicle, whichever one of us is at work. The other one actually has been driving that person to work and then coming home, so they could have the car, so they could go to the gas station if they need to use the bathroom. Roz has sadly not been going to work much. Here's everything that's been going on with her, which again, I don't know if she'd want to talk about that, but that'd be a whole other video on its own. But yeah, this room is, I got plans for this room, but fortunately there was nothing in here that could be really damaged. Just these old things that were already pretty banged up. Might end up using them for firewood. I'm trying to fix them up. These were my mother's. I've never liked the look of them that much. So we're going to restain them and everything. If nothing else, if I can get the legs stable, I might use them as like short, like half-sized sawhorses at the very least. Anyway, who knows? But yeah, so I'm excited. The plumbers are coming in a couple hours, and it's an all-day job, and we're completely overhauling this whole plumbing system down here. But oh, it'd be so nice to have our own plumber. I'm like, man, I'm going to take like the longest, hottest bath that I can muster. Anyway, hope it didn't ramble on too long. Hope it wasn't too crazy. Tease, you got anything else? I mean, the internet loves cat videos, so you're good to go. All right, we'll see you next time, and maybe we'll tell you some of the more crazy stuff that's been going on in the past few weeks. I'm sure you can hear Rob's upstairs walking around. Home ownership is a blast. This guy's pretty excited, so the plumber's left. I have no idea. I didn't think I'd be sleeping today because of the plumbers being here. And I figured, this whole thing's going to be an all-day job. Passed out probably around 8 o'clock or so. It's now noon, and they're gone, and we have plumbing. So let's check this out. First off, they ran up there and over. This is cool. Let's go ahead and turn some light on. There you can see where it comes in at. Oh yeah. There it goes right down into there. Cool. And then he probably shouldn't be doing that. And then that's the old one that they didn't ship out. So everything goes up and over. Yeah, you can see where the old one was. That's cool. That wedge that was in the wall is no longer in the wall. It's perfectly fine with me. I wasn't sure what that was. So, yeah. Oh, and let's go check out over here. They ripped that piece of metal piping out of the ground completely. So that is no longer grounded to anything. And the cat is, of course, playing with the dehumidifier. So, yeah, I woke up and everything was working. Roz comes in the room and she's like, yeah, it's we have plumbing again. And for the first time in like 2 weeks, I used my own bathroom. And again, this has been crazy, and with everything that's happened in the past 2 weeks, this, as stressful as it was to deal with, was probably the least stressful thing. So we'll see if Roz wants to talk about that later. Mostly involves her. So I'm gonna get out of here. I can use my shower again. He's excited because he's excited about everything.